What's up, guys? Magicalibra back today with a very important video. I believe this is going to be the only video of this caliber that has been up to date on YouTube. So correct me if I'm wrong, send me links to prove me wrong because I want to see the videos. I had to study this engine myself. It's an old engine, but it's still fairly new. And it just got reprinted with the engraver being in every print. I have 3 proxies here, so mind my proxies. Anyway, this is probably the only up-to-date Fiendsmith combo tutorial video on how to play Fiendsmith that I know of, and I wanted to post it for you guys because I had to learn it the hard way. So I'm going to post this video so you can learn it the easy way. Here we go. So for starters, we're going to be playing 3 Fiendsmith engraver, and don't worry, I'll explain each card after I show you every card that's in this list. To top it off, for the main deck monsters, we're going to be playing 1 Fabled Larry and 1 Lacrima the Crimson Tears. Remember this card. At first glance, it doesn't seem that powerful, but it's actually really strong. Lastly, for the main deck, we're going to be playing 3 Fiendsmith Tracked. This is one of the best starters in the deck. This is also our second best starter compared to the Fiendsmith engraver. Now moving on into the extra deck. I'm going to be doing this kind of all at once. So for the extra deck, we play 1 Fiendsmith Requiem. This is required and must have for the combo. Secondly, you're going to need a Fiendsmith sequence. This is what you go into in order to fusion summon into Fiendsmith's Desiree, which you're also going to need. Now these next 2 cards are completely optional, so take it with a grain of salt. But if you're playing a combo deck, you should probably be playing these as well, just because it's really good to add to the Fiendsmith engine. And that is going to be the Link 3 Fiendsmith Agnumde. Yeah, Agnumde, yep. Or Agnumde, I don't know. This allows you to go for game instead of going for the 2 negates. You get 3 negates, and you get to have piercing battle and boosted attack instead of protection target, which comes from the Link 2. Secondly, if you're playing a combo deck, you're going to want to play Moon of the Closed Heaven, because with any 3 monsters, you can just make this card. It's a Link 2, and you'll need the 3rd one, and I'll explain that whole combo, but any 3 monsters equals this card, and then the whole Fiendsmith engine, period. Just remember, 3 monsters with that card, period. Great stuff. But let's go ahead and get on into the combo. This is going to be the last combo that we show. This is going to be in the last combo, so make sure to stick around for that. So, as I said before we get into the combo videos, we're going to go over each card and what it does. So if you already know what it does, you can go ahead and skip through this part. But for those of you who don't, this part of the video is for you. So, Fiendsmith Engraver is your best 1-card combo starter. What it does is you can discard this card, add 1 Fiendsmith spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Its on-field effect says you can target 1 Fiendsmith equipped card you control and 1 monster on the field. Send them to the grave. It's optional, but you don't really want to use that unless you're going for like the grind game. Secondarily, if this card is in your grave, which this is the other effect you mainly use in the combo. If this card is in your grave, you can shuffle 1 other light fiend monster from your grave into the deck or extra deck and special summon this card. You can only use each effect of Fiendsmith Engraver once per turn. For our next starter, we have Fiendsmith Tracked. This card says add 1 light fiend monster. As you can tell, this whole engine is about light fiends. Remember that. Add 1 light fiend monster from your deck to your hand. Then discard 1 card. You can banish this card from your grave, fusion summon 1 Fiendsmith fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field. You can only use each effect of Fiendsmith Tracked once per turn. You generally don't use the grave effect, but it can come up in grind game, but it doesn't really come up in the main combo. But the light fiend that you generally will add with this card is going to be the Fabled Larry. This card simply says if this card is discarded to the grave, special summon it. Now, the other card you might be adding with Tracked is if you start out with Tracked, instead of searching it with the engraver, if you start out with Tracked, you're going to add this card, which this card is Lacrima the Crimson Tears, but its effect says this card is always treated as a Fiendsmith card, so you can add it with Tracked. Well, Tracked just searches a light fiend, but this comes up because it is a Fiendsmith card. This card's effect says, if this card is normal or special, you can send one Fiendsmith card from your deck to the grave, except Lacrima of the Crimson Tears. During the opponent's turn, if this card is in the grave, quick effect, you can target one Fiendsmith Link monster in your grave, shuffle this card into the deck. If you do, special summon that monster. You can only use each effect of Lacrima of the Crimson Tears once per turn. Generally, you don't use that second effect, and you don't want to discard this with Track. You want to search this with Track if you start out with Track. Then discard any other card in your hand and normal summon this, and you've got your whole Fiendsmith engine right there. Now, we're going to go into the extra deck. So, for the extra deck, we're going to go over all of them all at once. So, Moon of the Closed Heaven is a Link 2 monster that is a light fiend monster, and it only requires 2 effect monsters to make. Now, its other effect you don't use, but it is optional depending on how you play your deck. So we'll go ahead and read that anyway. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. This card points to, upward and that way. Oops, sorry, I bumped the camera. This turn, if you link summon a Link 5 monster using this card you control, you can also use that monster your opponent controls as material. You can only use this effect of Moon of the Closed Heaven once per turn. So if you play a Link 5, you can, but that effect never comes up. You simply just make this card so you can have a light fiend. But for the main combo is Fiendsmith's Requiem. Everything is a light fiend. It requires one light fiend monster. This is a Link 1 monster, by the way. You can only special summon this card's name once per turn. During the main phase quick effect, you contribute this card as cost. Special summon one Fiendsmith monster from your hand or deck. You can target one light non-Link fiend monster you control. Equip this card from the field or the grave to that monster you control as an equip spell that gives it 600 attack. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Fiendsmith Sequence. This requires 2 monsters, any 2 monsters, including a light fiend monster. So all you need is one light fiend monster and anything else to make this card. Remember that. During your main phase, you can fusion summon one fiend fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling its materials from the grave into the deck. That's actually pretty broken. I thought it was Fiendsmith, so that this card can actually be used in other decks. That's pretty funny. I'm sorry, I'm misreading the lines here. You can target one light non-Link fiend monster you control. Equip this card from your field or graveyard to that monster you control as an equip spell with the following effect. Your opponent cannot target the equipped monster with card effects. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Fiendsmith Agonumde. Hey, I pronounced it right. This is a Link 3 light fiend monster that requires 2 or more monsters, any monsters, including a light fiend monster. So you only need one light fiend to make it, but you need to add up to 3. Once per turn quick effect, you can target one light non-Link fiend monster in your grave. Special summon it, and if you do, equip this card you control to that monster as an equip spell with the following effects. The equipped monster gains attack equal to the total Link rating of Link monsters equipped to it times 600. Funny enough, I did the math. This one Link 3, 1800 is actually 600 times 3. So it's really funny. If you can't do the math, just remember 3 times 600 equals his attack points. So it's 1800 that he's going to gain. The other effect is, if the equipped monster attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. Pretty strong to push for game. Finally is Fiendsmith Desiree. The whole purpose of playing this entire engine. This card, in order to fusion summon it, requires Fiendsmith Engraver plus 2 light fiend monsters. So a total of 3. Quick effect, you can negate the effects of a number of face-up cards on the field, non-targeting by the way, up to the total Link rating of Link monsters equipped to this card until the end of this turn. If this card is sent to the grave, you can shuffle one other light fiend monster from your grave into the deck or extra deck. Then target one card on the field, send it to the grave. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Pretty good. So let's go ahead and get started into the combo. Starting with combo number 1, you're going to be having Fiendsmith Engraver in your hand, and that's all you have. Activate Fiendsmith Engraver, discarding it to the grave, adding the Fiendsmith track. Then play the Fiendsmith track. You then will add the Fabled Lurie to your hand. But then, to resolve, you must discard 1 card. So you discard Fabled Lurie. Track will go to the grave. Lurie's effect will now activate. It's forced activation. It's not optional. Lurie will activate because it was discarded to special summon it. Now, you're going to link the Lurie off to go into the Fiendsmith Requiem. Now you're going to quick effect activate Requiem. Tribute itself for cost. Summon Fiendsmith Engraver from the deck, or if it's already in your hand, cool. Summon it. Now, what do you do from here? You're going to activate Fiendsmith Engraver in your grave because there are 3 light fiends right here, and the 4th one's on the field. So you're going to activate that Engraver effect in the grave to shuffle back either the Lurie or the Requiem. It does not matter, but we'll shuffle the Lurie. Engraver will then special summon itself, leaving you with 1 light fiend in your grave. Always remember with this combo is the amount of light fiends you have in the grave. Now you're going to link these 2 off to go into the link 2, which is going to be Fiendsmith Sequence. Activate Fiendsmith Sequence because now you have 1 light fiend, 2 light fiend, 3 light fiends in the grave. Activate Sequence to shuffle these all back into the deck to then fusion summon Fiendsmith Desiree. Now, this is where you can do one of 2 options. You can either choose to stop here and activate Fiendsmith Sequence, targeting that card, equipping it, and now it's protected from cards that target it. And this is a link 2, so this card gains 2 quick effect negates. It's like Forbidden Droplet. It happens all at once, so you just select 2 cards because that's a link 2. Or what you can do is, if you're trying to push for game instead of going first, or if you're going first and you know your opponent isn't going to respond to this, you can link this one link 2 plus 3 to go into the Fiendsmith Agamday. Activate Agamday, target a non-link Fiendsmith card or light fiend in the grave, special summon it, equip it with Agamday, and now it has 3 negates. And Agamday says that it gains 600 attack for the amount of link rating of the link monster equipped to it. So 600 times 3 right now. So it's going to gain a total of 1800. So right now it's over 4000. And it gains 3 negates. And it has Piercing Battle. But you can activate the Fiendsmith Requiem in sequence in the graveyard, because it can activate in the grave, to target that and equip onto it. Now it has 5 negates, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it can negate up to a total of 5 times. And sequence says it's protected from targeting. And this card says that it's boosted 3, 4, 5 times 600. So 6 times 5 is whatever. It's going to get really big. It has Piercing Battle and it can't be targeted. Pretty strong combo. Now we're going to move on into combo 2. So for combo number 2, we're actually going to be playing Fiendsmith's Tract. We're going to go ahead and activate Fiendsmith's Tract. Add Fabled Lurie to hand. Then send Resolve Tract and send the Fabled Lurie to the grave by discarding it. Then Tract will go to grave. Now Fabled Lurie will activate. Special the Lurie. Then you're going to link off that Lurie to summon the Fiendsmith Requiem. Activate the Requiem. This time, instead of tributing it to summon Engraver, we're actually going to be doing its taking advantage of its effect, which is to special summon any during the main phase quick effect. Tribute this card. Special summon 1 Fiendsmith monster from hand or deck. So you're going to realize that I realized this in a later combo, and I had to re-record this combo. So pay no mind to the next combo that mentions this. So, activate the Requiem, tributing it, summoning a Fiendsmith monster from deck. We're going to summon the Fiendsmith's Lacrima, the Crimson Tears, because it's always treated as a Fiendsmith card, so we can summon it. Its effect says when it's normal or special, you can send a Fiendsmith card from deck to grave. We're going to go ahead and send the Engraver. Now we're going to go ahead and activate the engraver, and we're going to shuffle back the Lurie. Special the engraver. Link 2. Go Fiendsmith sequence. Activate Fiendsmith sequence. Shuffle the engraver plus 2 light fiends back into the deck. Summon Fiendsmith Desiree. Then link these 2 off. Go into Fiendsmith Agamde. Then activate Agamde, targeting this, specialing, resolving, equipping onto it. Activating Fiendsmith sequence engrave, targeting that card, equipping onto it. Now it's got a total of, I believe it was 5,800 attack points, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 links times 600 based on his effect. He has piercing battle. Because he's equipped, he is prevented from targeting effects. He's protected by targeted cards that target him. And because there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a total of 5 links ratings equipped to him, he has a total of 5 negates all at one time. So pretty strong. So for combo number 3, we're actually going to be moving through it a bit fast. It's actually going to be, if you start out with Crimson Tears in your hand, but no other Fiendsmith card. So you'll just normal summon Crimson Tears, effect, send engraver to grave, link off Crimson Tears for Requiem, tribute Requiem, summon engraver, activate engraver engrave, shuffle Requiem, special engraver, go to link 2, summon sequence, activate sequence, fuse these light fiends, make Desiree, go link 3, Agamde, summon back, equip with Agamde's effect, sequence, equip, there you go. Pretty simple. Now we're going to go into the more complicated combo. Okay, so I lied. There is one more combo. Fabled Lurie, if you just have it in your hand, normal summon Fabled Lurie, link it off for Requiem. Requiem tributes, because its effect says, quick effect, you contribute this card, special summon 1 Fiendsmith monster from hand or deck. So you're going to special summon the Lacrima of Crimson Tears, because this card is always treated as a Fiendsmith card. So you're going to special summon it, and if it says if it's normal or special. So you special it. Then activates effect. You get to send engraver from deck to grave. Now what you can do is activate the engraver, shuffling the Lurie back into the deck. Engraver specials. Link 2. Go sequence. Sequence, activate effect. Shuffle all 3 back into the deck. Desiree. Link 3. Agnumde, Agade, Agadude. Activate effect. Target and equip. Sequence, equip. There you go. Full combo, just with 1 normal summon. Now what happens and how do you access the Fiendsmith combo if you don't have any of these cards to start off the engine? This is how you do it. For this specific combo, I'll be using cards that I use in my main deck, but you can use any other cards that you play in your deck or anything else you can think of where you can special summon 3 or normal summon, however you get 3 monsters on the field. That's the important key to remember for accessing the Fiendsmith engine, is if you can dedicate 3 monsters to waste to pull out the Fiendsmith engine, on just the Fiendsmith engine, you're just going to need 3 monsters, and this is how you're going to do it. First off, we'll start by activating the toy box. Activate the effect of toy box again to set a toy monster from the deck or hand to the field as a spell and trap. You'll activate Magician's Souls, sending the Dark Magician to the grave to special summon the Souls. Activate Souls effect. We're going to get rid of the Toy Soldier to draw a mysterious card. We don't need to draw it. Toy Soldier will activate. It gets to special. We can choose to activate its effect, but we're not going to do that. Then all you need to do is normal summon 1 more card. You don't need to just normal summon right now for fear of your opponent intervening with a 3rd summon of some reason, but you can normal summon later. But for the heck of it, we're going to normal summon now. Now what you're going to do is you're going to link off 2 monsters. Any monsters will do. They just have to be effect monsters to summon the Moon of the Closed Heaven. This is what I told you about. This is going to be part of the last combo. So Moon of the Close Heaven requires any 2 effect monsters, and we've made a Light Fiend monster with any 2 monsters. Now all we have to do is link off the Moon of the Closed Heaven, because this card is a Light Fiend monster, in order to link summon our Link 1 Fiendsmith Requiem, because it only requires 1 Light Fiend monster. Now you'll activate the Requiem, tributing it, summoning, you can summon Engraver, you can summon Lacrima, it really doesn't matter, but for the heck of it, we're going to summon Engraver because we have 3. So you'll summon the Engraver. Now what you'll do is link these 2 off, because you do control Light Fiend and the other monster does not matter, in order to summon the Fiendsmith sequence, because it requires 2 monsters including a Light Fiend monster. Now we're going to count our graveyard, and we have 1 Light Fiend, 2 Light Fiend, 3 Light Fiends right there. We have 3 Light Fiends. Now we're going to activate the sequence, shuffling all of them back into the deck to then summon our Fiendsmith Desiree. Now we're going to activate, we're going to link these 2 off. We could activate the sequence and equip, but I prefer to link these 2 off. Go into the Agamde, then equip the, or special back the fusion with Agamde's effect, and then equip, resolving the effect. Then activate the sequence Engrave, targeting and equipping onto the Desiree, so now it's protected from targeting. It has Piercing Battle, and it gains 600 times the total link rating of monsters equipped, which is going to be 600 times 5. And it has Piercing Battle damage, so pretty strong. And because it has a total of 5 links equipped, it has 5 negates that happens all at once, kind of like a Forbidden Droplet. But that is going to be it for the final Fiendsmith combo. If you guys have any questions or wanted to know why I didn't use a certain card, please make sure to leave that comment down in the comment sections, and I most definitely will reply to you. This took a while for me to make this video, because I was waiting for my Fiendsmith Engraver proxies to come in. Then after I ordered them, it got reprinted, so I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to wait for it to come in anyway. So yeah, that's why I didn't post this video until now. But this is a really strong engine, really good engine. But the only issue with this engine is that if you're already playing a good deck and you want to put this engine in your deck, you then have to sacrifice quite a few spots in your main and extra deck. So you have to sacrifice, you don't have to play him, but you do need to play the Requiem, you do need to play the sequence, you do need to play the Engraver. You don't really need these, but these are just extra for help. You do need to play minimum 2 Engraver, but you want to play 3 so you can see it starting out. Minimum, you want to play 1 Tract. Minimum, you want to play 1 Lurry. But if you want to see the engine more frequently, you're going to want to play 3 Engraver, 3 Tract, 1 Lurry, and 1 Lacrima of the Crimson Tears. Because with Lacrima, this becomes a 1-card combo, that becomes a 1-card combo, that becomes a 1.5 card combo. But these are all 1-card combos. These don't really require the Lacrima, but that was never a 1-card combo without Lacrima. But with Lacrima, it is. But yeah, you're going to need to sacrifice at least 3 extra deck spots, and you're going to need to sacrifice 3, 6, 7, 8 main deck spots. But if you want to go for that full engine, you can sacrifice a total of 5 extra deck spots, so you can get that really big boost. And if you're playing a combo deck, I would recommend playing this, so you can just throw out 3 cards and then just make full Fiendsmith combo. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, because that helps me out. I'm trying to aim for 500 subscribers, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave a like, comment down below what was your favorite part about this whole engine and why you love it or why you hate it. And that's going to be it, guys. Make sure to keep it real.